Hi friends, this is Caroline from Kara's Soul, here with you today with a transmission, a message from the guidance. Your message today is to not give up on love. There are astrological aspects pulling at you to feed into anger. Do not let that be your legacy of life. You can think of these moments, especially of extreme emotion, like scars, like rips in time. Everything you do, say, feel, express gets rippled out. You can imagine these things rippling out of you, like the ripples are formed by a stone thrown in water. So the emotions, expressions, strong thoughts are the stone, and the energetic frequency is the momentum behind it, which causes it to ripple out. And so what we need to counteract the ripples of hate, of fear, of powerlessness is love. Love for humanity and compassion. Healing is an inside job, and it starts with you. Healing your world is an inside job, and that begins with the individual. Think about each layer of healing and go deeper, go behind, think critically. Like jujitsu or chess, what has to be moved before this can be done? You can only control yourself, but your input or contribution is to the greater whole. So while you as an individual may not be able to pull or force the masses in a certain direction, you are part of the equation or input of the larger whole. So without addressing and elevating your own circle, on the individual level, you are still contributing less or unhealed or fear into the whole. You are contributing your wounds, your shadows, and not your light. That is what you are rippling out into the societal and even global and interplanetary level. The idea that you are separate is what contributes to the idea that what you do doesn't matter. This is the idea that you are powerless. This is why making environmental problems and social problems so big is a great strategy to keep them unhealed. You as an individual have the power to affect these things by taking charge of your own bubble, your own circle, by being intentional and deliberate about what you are contributing and rippling into society and all of the bubbles in between. By making it seem like the problems are too big, you feel powerless to help, and therefore nothing happens. And you are conditioned to ignore and accept deteriorating lifestyles because you are overwhelmed and believe there is nothing to be done. The reality is these problems are simple. It takes self-responsibility and an ecosystem mindset to accomplish this. Imagine companies that are producing material objects have to also create a closed loop of friendly disposal. You are responsible for what you are contributing to the world. That is your power and your superpower. Imagine each company taking responsibility for their closed loop. Would it change business? Of course. It would, but for the highest good of all. It will create more jobs because people will need experts in this field. It is not Mother Earth or something else. It is Mother Earth and. It is what is good for me and what is good for all. Taking the "and" concept out of your vocabulary has led the populace astray. You on the planet share the resources. You share blood. You share the birthing. You share a lineage. It is not us or them. It is just us. You are the system. If people stepped into their true heart's desire, their true calling, you would find that you have what others need. You are a perfectly designed and interconnected system, like the ecosystem. An ant seems inconsequential to you, but without the ant, you would have decomposing material everywhere. The earthworm seems inconsequential, but they're upgrading the soil just by being themselves. By allowing people to be who they are, instead of telling them who they are not, and should therefore pose themselves to be, you would see the system is already complete, but you have been intervened upon. There is no inconsequential work done with joy or love or passion. There is no purpose too small. Without bees, without ants, your planet would cease to be. You are the power.